Lil Uzi Vert has been making waves in the entertainment industry since 2016. Since then, he has amassed an arsenal of cash and riches, and we'll show you just how he blasts through his millions. Welcome to Bare Luxury, where we show you all the inspiring things the rich and famous do with their money. First on our list is perhaps the thing that rocketed the name Lil Uzi through the years, and all around social media platforms. Uzi decided to have an implant on his forehead, a $24 million pink diamond that is so outrageously expensive, it may very well be shooting lasers and burn your eyes out with its weirdness factor. When pictures of him first popped up on social media, it caused a frenzy on all kinds of people, especially fans. And one was ultimately crazy enough to tear the diamond off Lil Uzi's forehead in his Rolling Loud set back in 2021. Though it was one of the most unique showpieces any rapper could flaunt, Lil Uzi ultimately decided not to put it back onto his forehead. And we say it's the right decision considering he's been paying for the piece for years, since he started doing it in 2016. Now, it's undeniable that through the uproar that Uzi caused, his action and music has indeed inspired a lot of the younger generation. But just like his fans, Uzi has a list of people he considers as his inspiration too. And his is as surprising as that diamond we previously mentioned. Lil Uzi Vert has been very loud in letting the public know who inspires him the most: the metal icon Marilyn Manson. Uzi purchased a necklace full of precious stones that looks just like Manson. The piece reportedly cost him $220,000 and has diamonds that amount to 155 carats. Not only that, the piece hangs off another 100-carat VS diamond choker. But like any other great minds, Uzi isn't limited to any one person or thing to draw inspiration from. For his third mixtape, he was inspired by Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in its album cover and cover art. And he even made another jewelry piece in honor of his inspiration. It's a necklace with 100 carats of diamonds and other gemstones to recreate the album cover. The cost of such a piece? A whopping $350,000. When he was finally nominated for Best New Artist back in 2018, he was seen with a massive chain that carries an upside-down cross. It almost never made it there with him, with it being completed only 3 hours before the event. It houses 60 carats of gold and diamonds, and the chain itself is 80 carats of pure opulence. These pieces add up to a total of $350,000. Lil Uzi sure knows how to celebrate. Talking about celebrations, there is no better day to celebrate than one's birthday. And for Lil Uzi's 25th birthday, he decided to lavishly spend on more jewels. He went on to buy unique pieces from Alliant, another large piece of pink diamond surrounded by more diamonds, and a lot of other jewelry like a rose cross chain, Rolexes, and even diamond teeth fillings, making his smile a lot brighter. What would you do for your birthday if you have access to as much cash as Lil Uzi? Let's see who outspends him down in the comment section below. But with all these spendings, Lil Uzi sure knows how to give back. After all, he wasn't born into wealth like other stars. One of his well-known acts of kindness was when a fan of his, Rahil Ahmad, spotted Lil Uzi Vert in a Philadelphia mall. With all his excitement, he proceeded to record his amazing interaction with Uzi and was even heard asking him if he would be kind enough to pay off his $90,000 tuition. Now, Uzi, being the successful and kind-hearted man that he is, replied directly that Rahil only needs to show him evidence and it'll be a done deal. Although there is no official record of Lil Uzi paying off Rahil's college tuition, Rahil was once recorded saying that if he graduates, then he'd be clear of debt as it is all paid, and we all know who's paying for that. Seeing how passionate Uzi is in real life and how he is easily inspired, he has built a habit of showing off his inspirations in the most thunderous of ways. And one inspiration of his that stands out among others is his love for manga and anime. And where best to showcase these? On his supercars, of course. His Audi R8 is painted in a military green paint with designs coming from a romance manga called Kimi no Todoke, and an additional number 16 that represents the block where he grew up in Philadelphia. One thing that makes Lil Uzi unique from all the other stars and supercar owners in the world is his hobby of reworking cars that he already owns and done custom jobs on. And the Audi R8 is the best example of this. The same car which he painted a Kimi no Todoke is now baptized with another look. The Audi is conceived as having a purple chrome exterior design from the anime Sword Art Online in 2020, with an interior to match. Additionally, the rear has a sizable spoiler, and the bumper is purposely removed to reveal the exhaust system and some LED lights. A typical R8 can cost up to $250,000 in some markets, therefore this contemporary design could fetch a greater price from the proper anime collector. He also bought Floyd Mayweather's Bugatti Veyron for a whopping $1.5 million. But since it's Lil Uzi Vert that we're talking about, this supercar was also customized to his liking, multiple times. The initial custom wrap had a simple design in orange and gray. He ultimately desired something that would be distinctive and better suited to his character. The artwork for the following redesign of the Bugatti was influenced by The Weeknd's album cover Starboy and another anime called Cowboy Bebop. Another car of his, the USSV Rhino GX, is his militaristic vehicle, one you'd want to be in a dystopian post-apocalypse. The car, which cost him more than $500,000, has a robust military appearance to begin with because of its hunter green paint job. Later on, modifications include various designs with interiors that boast a working PlayStation 4 and TVs. That's just living the life of a king if you ever find yourself riding this beast. One more vehicle in Lil Uzi Vert's collection is the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. The 2022 model's least expensive pricing is $77,000. The Hellcat has had a few facelifts while it has been in Uzi's care, just like every other vehicle we have mentioned. The initial concept was a matte army wrap with black rims, but a year or so later, Uzi updated them to bright red rims and added a scary shark motif with jaws and eyes up to the front. But after that, he chose to downgrade the design to a plain matte gray. The Bentley Mansory is the last vehicle to receive improvements. A bare-bones variant of this vehicle costs around $164,000, but it is easily capable of going past $250,000. The initial iteration of this car is undoubtedly attractive, but it seems more like a model that anyone with money could get because of its all-black exterior and lovely orange inside. So Lil Uzi went ahead and had it custom painted into his favorite color, military green. Due to the vivid hues that were inspired by Beyond the Boundary, the final alteration on this car is what we had anticipated. According to its description, Beyond the Boundary is a dark fantasy romance with supernatural elements. It is likely the reason the artwork and design give the impression that the characters are in space or a multiverse. When he's away from the spotlight, Lil Uzi Vert spends his time in a 7,000 square foot mansion he bought in Bell Canyon, California. The property cost him $4.4 million, but the house has floor-to-ceiling windows that give him a majestic view of the surrounding mountains and city lights, something you just can't put a price on. Each guest room also comes with its own restrooms, and the property's pool is surrounded by lounges where Uzi's friends and family could gather and just have a blast. And this whole simplistic design of the house just adds to the classy feeling that just screams relaxation from the owner and his guests. The last but definitely not the least of Lil Uzi's ventures would have been a planet. Yes, he tried to buy a planet somewhere in the vast nothingness of space, millions of light years away from Earth. The deal he was seeking wasn't pushed through, however, as there are no real guidelines for such things. Lil Uzi's just advanced after all. Well, there you have it. Lil Uzi is one of the best examples that shows everybody that not all great things should and could be bought. Sometimes you just have to be creative. Don't forget to leave a like, follow our page, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss on our next videos.